Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Hey What's Cooking. So today is part 2 of what is your comfort food. Okay, so today I'll be featuring an Asian food called wonton. Okay, so what do we need for today's ingredients? So we need pork, shrimp, minced pork, and minced shrimp that I've cut into tiny bits and mixed together. And we need okay, this one is called sliced water chestnuts. Okay, so what you do is this: when you open the can, all right, you need to drain the water a couple of times, and you need to drain the water, and then you need to um, rinse it for a couple of times so that it takes away the brine. So it's water chestnuts, so it looks like this. Okay, it's water chestnuts. All right, and you need the ingredients of salt, a little bit of salt, okay, a pinchful of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of sake. So the salt, sesame oil, sake, and white pepper. You will be marinating the minced pork and the shrimp with that. Okay, with salt, with 1 tablespoon of sake, a little bit of sesame oil, and white pepper. Okay, so marinate this. I marinated this and I left it in the fridge for a couple of hours. Okay, and you need, of course, wonton skin or wonton wraps. Okay, so this is pretty cool. It's called vegan wonton wraps. Okay. And you need 1 egg. Okay, I'll explain to you what we do with the egg. Okay, so what we're going to do for the dish. Okay, so this is what happens. Okay, let me heat up the pan. Okay, so we need to fry the ingredients first. Okay, somebody asked me, why fry the ingredients first? Okay, because the wonton wraps or the wonton skin is pretty thin. Okay, so we don't want to have the wonton skin being cooked and crispy whilst the inside is raw, and we're talking about raw meat and minced pork and minced shrimp. Okay, so we want to fry the ingredients first, and then we wrap up the wonton skin. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do. Okay, so while we're heating up the pan, okay, let me introduce you the cards that I have for today. But before we do that, let me just lay the wonton skin on the plate first. Get everything all ready. And the cards that I have for today are home, reverberation, and movement. Okay, so as I mentioned in my previous series, I am a life coach. So my expertise is mainly with kids, with young adults, and with adults. But my focus is more on kids and young adults. So I've been a life coach. I've been a life coach for 4 years now. So I did teaching in institutions where I work with youth, and my youth was saying, that they see me more of a coach than than a teacher. So I guess at heart I'm always a teacher, but it's just I'm a coach, come teacher, come now cook. Okay, yeah, all right, okay. So I'm going to fry the ingredients. Okay, while we fry the ingredients, I will talk about the cards. So I was like, meditating and wondering, okay, what am I going to talk about today? What am I going to talk about today that will be inspiring for people? And then these 3 cards just jumped at me. Okay, so as I mentioned in my previous series, in my previous tapes, that I am a life coach and I use the modem of photography. I love photography. I would like go traveling, and when I travel, in my travels, I would take pictures of nature, of buildings, of people, of scenery, of scenes, of interesting angles. That's why this coaching tool just resonates with me totally. And I love this tool. It's Points of View series flow. Okay? So Points of View, it comes from Israel. Okay? This coaching, their coaching tools come from Israel. And they have Points of View, the coaching game, Points of View, Punctum, Points of View, Faces, and they have Points of View, Refresh, and now they came up with this series, Points of View, Flow. So, let me just show you the cards. Okay. So, as we can see, the first card is Home. So what is obvious is that there are 2 brushes, placed very comfortably in the container. Yeah, all right. Yeah, and I think this is a bathroom. Yeah, because this is obvious. There are what's obvious are 3 toothbrushes there. So I like this word. I think what stood out for me was the word more than the picture. Yeah, for me the word stood out for me. Home. So today, since today's series is about what is your comfort food. So usually, when we think about comfort food, we always think about home, because somehow comfort food gives the feeling of home. That we feel homed in, we feel comfortable, we feel nourished, we feel good, So I've interviewed quite a number of people, and I've asked them, what is your comfort food? And some of them mentioned that, one of them mentioned my comfort food is spaghetti. I said, why spaghetti? Because my mom used to cook it when I was a kid. And another person said, my comfort food is laksa. Laksa, by the way, is a Singaporean Malaysian dish which covers noodles, and it has a very spicy sauce. And so I say, why laksa? Because it reminds me of home. So if you think of the way the word home is that so comfort food and home is somehow there's this link between comfort food and home. That's why I came up with this card, home. Okay? So I have a question. So like today, my other question would be like, what is your comfort food? Okay. Another question is this: what is home to you? When you look at the word home, what feelings come up? Some people will mention, I feel comfy, I feel that I can be myself. Okay, so now, as you all know, I am based in Vegas and in Singapore. Okay, so I have been in Vegas for like close to 21 months. Okay, so Las Vegas is also my second home, and Singapore is my first home. And I was mentioning to people that it is not easy when you are a permanent resident and you are far away from home. And so for me, what is home for me? So I am posing this question to all of you. What is home to you? How do you feel about the word home? So think about it. Just think and reflect on it. Okay, and the second card is reverberation. So reverberation as so what really draws me to this card is the picture where two hands are linked to each other. Two hands are in contact. So why these cards? Why home and why reverberation? Hold the thought. I'm going to scoop up the food, and I mean the meat. See, it's cooked already, and I am going to place it in the bowl. Scoop it in the bowl. Okay. It smells so good. Okay. Turn on the stove again. So while we heat up the pan, let me mention more about this. So why home, and how is this linked to reverberation? How is this linked? So it means this, when you are going through many changes, I mean, 2020 has been a great change for all of us, a great change, where the whole wide world has gone through tremendous change. So what we need is a place or a state where we come home to. So what it means is this: what makes you comfortable? What makes you feel at home? Focus on that. Focus on that, so that it will give you that centering, that grounding. Okay, hang on. I'm going to pour in the oil. So yeah, what gives you that grounding? Yeah. So home gives you that grounding. So it is important. Okay. So the next one, the next card we have is, like what I mentioned, reverberation, where two hands are linked to each other. So somebody has said this, home is where the heart is. Home is where people are, isn't it? You may find it at home where okay, to the Singapore audience, where you're in Singapore or where you're in your home country, or you could be in another foreign country and you still feel at home. Because at the end of the day, what is home? What is home? Home is where you feel comfortable, where you feel plugged in, where you feel centered. Okay, sorry, I got so distracted about telling you about the cards that I forgot to wrap up the skin. Okay, so that's the thing. You see, I get all excited about the cards. I love coaching, I really do. Okay, so let me show you how to wrap this up. Okay, hold that thought. Okay, hold that thought. I'm going to show you how to wrap this skin. Okay, so as you can see, it's minced pork and minced shrimp and water chestnuts that's chopped up. Okay, so what you need to do is that, okay, so I have here eggs, 1 egg. Okay, so you need to seal, okay, the 4 corners of the wonton skin with the egg. Why is it important? So that the ingredients do not pop out of the package. Okay, okay, let me show you. Okay, let me turn on the heat. Okay, now it is important not to wrap up too much of it. Okay, so as you can see, I've wrapped up. I've just put a little bit of pork and shrimp in the center. Put it in the center. Then you can see the 4 corners. So what you're going to do is that, you see that? Fold it like a triangle and pinch the edges. So there you have. That's your wonton. Okay? Okay. Make sure that the oil is not too hot because you don't want to burn the skin. Yeah? Okay, I'm going to wrap up some more. Okay, I'm sealing the four edges with the egg. Okay, so this way, see that? Pinch it, pinch it. All right. Okay, and that's it. Let me turn over and see whether it's cooked. Oh, you see? Now you know what I mean? It's already brown on one side. That is why it is so important, okay, to fry the ingredients first. Okay, so alright. Okay, put it in the center of the wonton skin. Alright, this way. Pinch it. Okay, you can make it like that, like little folds at the edge, okay? But if not, just pinch it and that's it. That will suffice too. Okay. That's my comfort food, by the way. Wonton. I love wontons. Now, for those of you who making, let's say you're cooking wonton soup, you do not need to cook the ingredients, okay? Because you're boiling the soup, you don't need, okay? But when you're frying the skin, the wonton skin, that's where you need to cook the ingredients first, okay? See what I mean? It's already fried. See that? Okay, I'm gonna dish it onto the plate. See? All right. And I'm going to wrap up one more skin, okay? And then we'll talk about the carbs. Okay, pinch it, pinch the edge. See that? I'm going to seal the edges, okay, right now. Okay, let's see. Alright, okay, not cooked yet. Okay, See what I mean? See, that's the thing with wonton skin, because they get cooked really quickly. So yeah, that's why you don't want to make the mistake of just putting the raw meat in the wonton skin and then frying. Because it'll be a disaster, especially if the inside is not cooked but the skin is cooked. That'll be bad news. Okay. Can make it like that. Okay. So, reverberation, you know, with two hands touching each other. Okay, so what does that mean? So I think for me, it means connection, which means that find people whom you can connect and you feel at home with, okay? Whom you feel validated. It's important. Okay? Or, in other words, let me turn this one, then I mention more about it. Yeah, okay. In other words, find people, okay, yeah, whom you feel at home, that you feel connected with, okay? Right? Because at the end of the day, what matters is relationship. What matters is connection that you have with people. Because why is it so important? Because with that strong connection, okay, with that strong relationship that you have, it will, okay, give you the strength to focus on your goals. And it will give you the strength to, okay, I'm going to show you the next card. It will give you the strength for movement. Movement with regard to your career, movement with regard to your dreams, movement with regard to what you really want in life. It will give you that strength. Why? Because good relationships with people, good relationships with people that are affirming, okay, that you feel at home. Let me turn off this one. Okay. That you feel at home, that you feel connected, will give you the strength for movement. Movement towards your goals. So in 2021, let this be your goal. Let this be your goal to connect with people. Connect. Because what is home? What is home? Home is where the heart is. So let 2021 be a year where you connect with people. And through that centering, through that containment of good relationships, that will give you the strength for movement. Movement towards your goals. So I want to quote to you something from Points of View Flow. Okay, so it says this. Change happens through movement, and movement heals. Okay, let me repeat. Change happens through movement, and movement heals. And this is a quote by Joseph Pilates. So these are the 3 cards for this week. Home, reverberation, and movement. Okay, so let me see my wonton. Okay. So I'm going to cook some more. Okay. And this is what it looks like. Look at that. Okay, so this looks like that. Okay, let me have a little bite. So good. Oh my god. So yummy. Okay, so have a wonderful week. Okay, I'm going to eat my wontons now. Seriously, I'm going to eat my wontons now. So have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. So stay in tune, okay, to my channel, Hey What's Cooking. Click on the link and subscribe to my channel. And see you next week. Have a blessed week. Okay, see you. Bye.